Planning on visiting the UK and unsure about how to navigate the visa process? You're not alone. The UK visa process can be a bit tricky, but with a little bit of planning and understanding, it's totally manageable. This video will provide a step-by-step guide to applying for a UK tourist visa, specifically designed for non-EU passport holders. So, whether you're planning a short holiday or a longer stay, we've got you covered. Let's dive into the process and make your UK travel dreams a reality. The first step is determining the type of visa you need. This journey begins on the official UK government website, also known as gov.uk. On this site, you'll find a section dedicated to visas and immigration. Here, you'll find a list of all the visa types that are available. For most of us seeking to visit the UK for a holiday, sightseeing, or even to visit family, the standard visitor visa is the most suitable choice. This visa is designed for tourists and allows you to stay in the UK for up to 6 months. So take a deep breath, this is just the beginning, and you're already making great progress. Do remember, this is a general guide, and it's always best to verify the current requirements on the official website. Once you've determined the correct visa type, you're ready for the next step. You can apply for a standard visitor visa, or if you visit the UK regularly, you can choose to apply for a long-term standard visitor visa instead. Standard visitor visa, £115 6 months. Check gov.uk for visa fees for more than 6 months, if you plan to stay longer. Now, it's time to gather your documents. This is a critical step in your journey to securing a UK tourist visa. Let's delve into the specifics. Firstly, you'll need a valid passport with at least one blank page for the visa stamp. Also, you should have a couple of recent passport-size photographs. Make sure they adhere to the specifications outlined on the government website. Next, you'll need to provide proof of your travel plans. This could be a detailed itinerary of your trip. You don't need to book air flight ticket. It is not required and does not affect the decision on your visa. Remember, it's essential to demonstrate that you intend to return to your home country after your visit. Alongside your travel plans, you'll need to provide accommodation details. This could be a letter of invitation if you're staying with friends or family in the UK. You don't need to make hotel reservations before you get your visa, although it's up to you if you get a good deal. Then comes the financial proof. You need to demonstrate that you can support yourself during your stay without recourse to public funds. This could be in the form of bank statements, pay slips, or even a sponsorship letter if someone else is covering your expenses. If you're employed, a letter from your employer granting leave of absence will be useful. If you're a student, a letter from your institution might come in handy. Depending on your circumstances, you might also need to provide details of your travel history for the past 10 years, your employer's address and telephone number, your partner's name, date of birth, and passport number, the name and address of anyone paying for your trip, the name, address, and passport number of any family members you have in the UK. Lastly, make sure to have any additional documents that support your application. This might include previous visas or details of your travel history. It's important to remember that all documents should be translated into English, where necessary. With all documents ready, you're prepared for the next step. The next step is completing the online application form. For this, you'll head over to the official UK visa application website gov.uk. It's here that you'll create an account, opening the door to your online application. The form itself may be comprehensive, so take your time. It'll ask for details about your travel plans, accommodation, and personal information. Make sure to fill in every detail with accuracy. Once you're satisfied, it's time to pay the visa fee. This is typically done online, using the accepted payment methods. Remember, the fee varies depending on the type of visa, so make sure you've selected the right one. With the application form filled in and the fee paid, you're ready to submit. And just like that, with a click of a button, you're one step closer to your UK adventure. After submitting the online application, it's time to book your biometric appointment. This is an essential part of obtaining your UK tourist visa, as it's the step where you will provide your biometric data, including your fingerprints and photograph. The process is straightforward and secure. Booking the appointment is done online, through the same platform where you've completed your application. It's crucial to choose a date and time that suits you, and make sure to be punctual. When you go to your appointment, don't forget to bring your appointment confirmation, your passport, and any additional supporting documents. You'll be guided through the process by trained staff, who will take your photograph and collect your fingerprints. It's worth noting that the biometric data collected is stored securely and used only for the purpose of your visa application. It's all part of ensuring everyone's security and making your travel to the UK as smooth as possible. Once you've completed your biometric appointment, you're almost there. Now comes the hardest part, waiting. After submitting your application and all required documents, it's time to sit back and wait for your visa to be processed. You'll usually get a decision on your visa within 3 weeks. This part of the journey is often the most nerve-wracking, but rest assured that each application is given due consideration. The processing period can vary greatly depending on a number of factors, such as the time of year, the volume of applications being handled, and individual circumstances. However, as a general rule of thumb, you can expect your application to be processed within 3 weeks. This is just an average estimate though, and it might take less or more time for some applicants. During this waiting period, try to stay patient and resist the urge to contact the Visa Application Centre unless absolutely necessary. Remember, they are handling hundreds, if not thousands, of applications just like yours. Each inquiry takes time to respond to, potentially slowing down the overall process. Once your application has been processed, you'll receive a decision. If your visa application is successful, congratulations. Your passport will be returned to you with a visa stamp or a visa sticker attached. It's important to check this visa immediately to ensure all the details are correct, including your name, passport number, and the validity dates of the visa. If your visa application is unfortunately refused, don't despair. You will be given a refusal notice that explains the reasons for the decision. This is valuable information that can help you understand what went wrong and how you can improve your chances in the future. You can always apply again, taking into account the feedback given. If you need to change or cancel your application. If you need to change something in your application after you've sent it, contact UKVOI. You can visit the UK as a standard visitor, for tourism, for example on a holiday or vacation, to see your family or friends, to volunteer for up to 30 days with a registered charity, to pass through the UK to another country, in transit. For certain business activities, for example attending a meeting or interview, to take part in a school exchange program, to do a recreational course of up to 30 days, for example a dance course to study, do a placement or take an exam as an academic, senior doctor or dentist for medical reasons, you cannot. Do paid or unpaid work for a UK company or as a self-employed person, claim public funds, benefits, live in the UK for long periods of time through frequent or successive visits, marry or register a civil partnership, or give notice of marriage or civil partnership. You'll need to apply for a marriage visitor visa. What you can and cannot do, permitted activities. You can visit the UK as a standard visitor, for tourism, for example on a holiday or vacation, to see your family or friends, to volunteer for up to 30 days with a registered charity, to pass through the UK to another country, in transit, for certain business activities, for example attending a meeting or interview, to take part in a school exchange program, to do a recreational course of up to 30 days, for example a dance course to study, do a placement or take an exam as an academic, senior doctor or dentist for medical reasons you cannot. Do paid or unpaid work for a UK company, or as a self-employed person claim public funds, benefits, live in the UK for long periods of time, through frequent or successive visits, marry or register a civil partnership, or give notice of marriage or civil partnership. You'll need to apply for a marriage visitor visa. So, there you have it. A step-by-step guide to applying for a UK tourist visa. The process might seem daunting at first, but with careful preparation and patience, it's entirely manageable. Remember to always refer to the official UK government website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Here's wishing you all the best with your application and safe travels.